asking, what is my betting strategy? How do I figure out what I'm going to do when I get to casino? What is a betting strategy? I use analytics. When I was shooting all the time and I was practicing like fucking every day, 5 hours a day, 10 hours a day, I used analytics to build my betting strategy based on what numbers I would throw more consistent. And that was the basis of my betting strategies. What numbers would I put heavy on? So I'm an inside number player, 5, 6, 8, 9. These are the heaviest numbers I would use. So my biggest bets would be on them. And that's how I made it. And then the six, hard eight, I was throwing them one every 10 shots. So they would be my heavy. Okay. So that was my betting strategy based on what I throw. So what I mean by, let me do this. What I mean is, if you look at it, I would always be heavy on the 5, 6, 8, 9, the hard six, hard eight. Now, the fours and tens, this is an evolution later in the future that I started doing. I would have a singular bet, like 25. I would press it 3 times, and then I would collect. But my whole betting strategy was based on analytics and how I utilize analytics. And that's what made me more proficient and gave me a higher chance at winning on a regular basis. This is my first craps table. A lot of you guys seen this in a lot of my shows. And yeah, this is where it all started, down in my basement. I had a green screen back over here, cameras everywhere. And this is where it all started, all the hard work and the dedication, learning how to be a controller. So this is how my betting strategy started. Do you sell your analytics? I I used to, and the reason why I don't even mess with it anymore because um, you know I do. It's just I haven't really had the time to stay up on it or anything like that. Um, Maybe in the next couple of months when my homie takes over my channel and starts talking about betting strategies and more in depth if information, I think that can help you out. But I want to polish up my product a little bit more before I put it out. It was a raw product, but it was really good. It did a lot. A lot of my friends utilized it and had success. I want to give a shout out to some of my Hawaiian friends. Their son had a paintball tournament in Las Vegas. His wife had a 3.5 hour roll at the Gold Coast. I want to say congratulations to them. She killed it. They made a lot of money. Really awesome. Yes, I'm in Denver right now. And that was pretty impressive. I was stoked to hear how good they did. But yeah, my betting strategy was always based on analytics and how consistent I was throwing the dice. And like I said, it was that was the secret of where to put the big bets at, how to move the bets around. That gave me the advantage in playing craps. I mean, that I'm not gonna lie, I can't. I when I'm practicing all the time, I have a really good roll. I can be very consistent. Where I might start off with, like 7 shots. Next thing you know, I'm up into 15s, and next thing you know, I'll be up in the 20s and 30s, and then I'll peak back down. And this is when an hour span, and that's when I went devastating. That's when I was doing some damage to a casino. That's when you seen all the chip porn, and I was throwing the hard tens. Me and Joe one time was at the link, and we had like 2,000 on the 10, 500 on the hard 10. Every 10th shot we would throw a hard 10, and that's when I was shooting into the corner of the hook. And we were making, fuck, dude, we're pulling down what we were buying in for 1,500. We were pulling down 75, 10 grand. We were killing it. But it was analytics that gave us that advantage play. Me and some other buddies, we used to just play the six and the hard six. 1 out of 10 shots is going to be a hard six. 2 out of 10 shots would be a hard six and a hard eight. So we would be $500 on the hard six, 1200 on the easy six. We hit it 2 times, do the math, 10 to 1. We're making money that way. And that was in our heyday. Um, but that was the advantage play. That helped us out a lot. That gave us the edge in the game of craps, and that made us more consistent in how we won. And it was cool. It was a great experience. I mean, guys, listen, what I did with craps was nothing but remarkable, but it was so much hard work. I was reading some comments, and somebody said, I was telling you the truth about gambling, being a professional gambler, driving down the road. And I explained to you, it's gambling's hard. Being a full-time gambler was not easy. It was very volatile. You have to have a big bankroll, and you got to be. You're in the thick of it. And I had a great career. Listen, I love it. I love teaching more than I like playing. I don't practice all the time, so I tell you, I mean, if I'm not practicing all the time, there's no reason for me to go gambling. I've been so focused on the pizza place. Pizza place is killing it. We're finally getting in. It's rocking, and I'm having the greatest time of my life. And I was talking to a good friend of mine, Joe, and he's in LA. He's been practicing. I got Tank practicing. I got Crab has been practicing. I got some really good shooters are developing. So if I wanted to go play craps, I'm gonna be able to play with 3 top level shooters. Maybe 6 months, a year from now, once I know the restaurant is really good, I'm going to go back and start practicing. I'll find some friends that I would love to train with again and start the whole system up again. It's if you're going to get into this game and you're going to start working out and training, find somebody that loves crafts like you and start training with them. And you'll see your growth will start going. Start looking at your shot count. Start paying attention to frequent numbers. Uh, Table. I know this is a video is pushing a lot of information, and I'll reach back later and talk about it. But I want you to understand this one thing: table play. What do I mean by table play? Too hard, too soft, just right. Find the table that you practice on at the casino. And that's what I like about Vegas. Man, there's 300 tables there. You will find that table that matches your practice. And then you will gain the real advantage. And then it's just like a golf course. Go and work out on it on a regular basis over and over and over, and you will see your game increase instead of jumping from casino to casino to casino. I believe this will help you. But that's my betting strategy. I hope it helps you out. Use and listen, you don't need no fancy program, but you do need to write down what you're throwing in your practice sessions and start looking at algorithms of what you're throwing more consistent, and start looking for key things like every fifth shot, every sixth shot, every 10th shot. What do I throw in that sequence? And get that 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 shots in. And I promise you, you will have more success at the casino. You will be able to place your bets heavy when needed to, when you do not see a certain number that should have appeared in that sequence. It will be there. You can make that big bet and look like a hero. On that note, I don't in I don't I do not I don't promote gambling, but I do promote practice. As my motto, if you can't shoot, you can't win. Hope to see you guys in Las Vegas. Come to my restaurant. We got a craft table there. After hours pizza. We'll see you soon, and have a great day.